Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julieta and today's video is kind of a continuation of my last week video, and from the title you already know what the topic is all about. So last week when I did a Q&A video, I asked you guys to drop all your questions. You guys dropped a lot of business related questions, but one of these questions stood out for me the most, and it's also one of the questions that was constantly repeated throughout the Q&A. So I decided to do a separate video dedicated to answering this question goes like this: how does one go about putting back profit into the business and still have enough money left for personal use? The second person said, my business is my only source of income, so I find it difficult to put the profit I make from my business back into the business because I always use the money to solve my personal problems. So from this message that I just read, you can see that both of the ladies have the same problem, and this problem is a general problem. I made the same mistake when I started up my business. I was using my business money to solve my personal problems, and it's a general thing. It's something that's very common between us small business owner. So once you first start your business or your business start making profit, the next thing you need to do is for you to go register that business with CAC. Use the business name certificate to open a separate account for your business. Before I continue, guys, please subscribe down below and give this video a thumbs up. My goal is to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I hope that you guys will make that happen for me, please. Once you have separated yourself from your business, the next thing to do is to pay yourself from that business. Regardless of how small or how big the business is, as long as you work for that business, pay yourself from the business, period. Pay yourself a certain amount every month from that business, and then use that money you pay yourself to solve your personal problems. Very simple. I've been paying myself salary since last year, and whatever I pay myself for the month, that is what I use to solve my personal problem. That is what I use to take care of my family. That is what I use to pay school fees. So find a number that works for you: 50,000, 30,000, 100,000, 150,000, whatever number that works for you, and you know that your business can afford to pay you that amount. Pay that amount to yourself. And another thing I want to talk about that many people don't really talk about, or many people don't do. I didn't do it when I started my business, and it was one of the reasons my first business collapsed, and it took me a long time for me to come back to start up the business again. Every month, once you pay yourself salary, pay your workers, your rent or whatever, find a way to take out money and put aside as an emergency fund for your business. I have an emergency fund for myself, for personal. I also have an emergency fund for my business. From every profit you make every month, even if it's 5% of that profit, 3% of that profit, 10% of that profit, put it aside for emergency purposes. Shit happens in business. Something might happen. You might buy a bad set of goods, and if you don't have backup money to purchase a new one, you'll be losing customers. So every month, instead of putting all those money back into the business, make sure there's some money you are putting aside. Let's say theft occurred in your shop. You don't need to go around looking for who will borrow you money. You already have a money set aside for something like this happening in the future. Put out emergency fund for your business. I can't say this enough. Every month, whenever I pay myself, I pay my workers, I take out money for rent in the shop or whatever thing we are taking out money for, I always take out some percentage from the profit, not from the capital. From the profit we made for that month, I put it aside. There's no certain amount I take out, because some months we make shitload of profit, some months we don't make enough profit, but every month I take out small money and put aside at the bank for emergency purposes. I don't want to wake up one morning and then I'll be like, my business has collapsed and I don't know what to do. No, it won't happen to me again at all. It will not happen to me again. So I wanted this video to be very short and simple, and this is where I'm going to stop this video. If you have more business related questions that you have for me, if you have more business related questions, you can drop them in the comment section, or you can DM me on my Instagram, and then I will answer you. The hair I'm wearing today is from my brand Julieta Hair Collection, and it's available for pickup. So if you want it, go grab it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.